too much. So we want to make sure that parents are sitting close enough to their children, so you can be behind, you can be next to them, but let's make sure that we are next to each other, supported and comforted, so we can have this experience together in a joyful way. One more thing is written in the papers that you have there. We hope you can read them. If you feel that there's a kid that is making lots of noise, that kid probably has parents. We're going to let the parents educate their children. We don't shush children. We try to avoid that. So we are going to allow parents to regulate their own children, and we trust that they are present here, the parents and their children, because they want to be here, so they will work it out. So let's get started with Shabbat, and let's welcome Shabbat together and welcome each other. Well. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So let's start by acknowledging why we are here together, which is to celebrate Shabbat. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom.
Shabbat, Shalom.
Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Ma yafe hayom, ma yafe hayom. Shabbat, Shalom. 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 Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. So we are welcoming Shabbat together, and I know that in the United States, many people are celebrating Valentine's, the holiday, the American holiday for love. Is it worldwide? Is it everywhere? No. Well, I don't know. So I pretty much learned about this when we came to the United States. I wasn't completely aware of this holiday for about 30 years. But this is the holiday of love. And when we say the holiday of love, it can be confused with Shabbat. Shabbat is also a holiday of love. It's a holiday in which we focus on what we feel about our lives, what we feel toward each other, what we feel about or toward our community. So this is a great day, for whatever reason you have, to celebrate love, and symbol of that love are the Shabbos candles. I'd like to invite Mark and Debbie. And no, we have a bar mitzvah. Mark, that's why you didn't tell me. I thought you were pointing to yourself. I said, okay, so we're going to call you. Fine. We are going to invite all the Nechat Binas to light a Shabbat candle, including you, Adam, that you are going to come up tomorrow to the Torah. Come here as you are. Come. We're going to light Shabbat candles. You can follow them on the screen or alternatively on page 120 in your Sidurim. Come here. We can help you out. Come in. Come in. Stay here. So you can take this shamash. We're good. Can go directly into the Now together we do the blessing for the Shabbos candles, trying to bring of their light into our lives.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivonu להדליק נר של Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom, Masal Tov, congratulations. We all look forward to seeing Adam coming up to the Torah tomorrow. You can say Shabbat Shalom to each other. You may be seated. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
And acknowledging the sweetness of our gathering, we say, Ine ma tov umanoim, how wonderful, how beautiful it's for all of us being here together.
הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. שלום עליכם, סלאם עליכום. שלום עליכם, סלאם עליכום. שלום עליכם, סלאם עליכום. שלום עליכם, סלאם עליכום. How good it is,
So one of the traditions in Shabbat is to start Shabbat with songs from the Song of the Songs. And today we decided to go with an alternative song to the Song of the Songs, a song about love. So Rachel, would you like to help us with that?
I would like to invite all the kiddos.
And Gabi.
The kiddos, because I know you can do some honor. You do the song.
So why don't you stand all of you here in line? Cool. And you can join them. The words are right there.
There's a lot of love inside of you and me. L-O-V-E. There's a lot of love to share.
Although love is invisible, you can see it everywhere. You can see it in a smile, you can see it in a hug, you can see it when you really care.
L-O-V-E. There's a lot of love inside of you and me. L-O-V-E. There's a lot of love to share.
Now don't forget to
Love yourself each and every day. The more we learn to love ourselves, the more we have to give away. L-O-V-E. There's a lot of love inside of you and me. L-O-V-E. There's a lot of love to share.
L-O-V-E.
There's a lot of love inside of you and me. L-O-V-E. There's a lot of love to share.
While you're standing there,
Oh wait, while you're standing here, look at
Shabbat is a day for renewal, so we celebrate also our opportunity to renew ourselves with the Shiru Adonai, Shir Chadash. Shiru, Shir Alelu, Shir Alelu, Shir Alelu, Shir Alelu, Shir Hallelujah. Shiru, 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 Shir Chadash. Shiru, 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 Shir Chadash. Shiru, 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 Shir Chadash. L'Adonai. Shiru, Shir Hallelu, Shir Hallelu, Shir Hallelujah. Shir Hallelu, Shir Hallelujah. Shiru, 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 Shir Chadash. Shiru, 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 Shir Chadash. Shiru, 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 Shir Chadash. L'Adonai. Created on my talent. Shiru, Shir Hallelu, Shir Hallelu, Shir Hallelujah. Shiru, Shir Hallelu, Shir Hallelujah. If you're holding a Siddur, we turn our Siddurim to page 138. Otherwise, you can follow Lechadodi on the screen. And, you know, Lechadodi is a poem that was written. Who knows where Lechadodi was written? Would you like to guess? Last week? No, it's a bit older than that, but not too old. How many years do you think Lechadodi has? Try. Hundreds? Yes. How many hundreds? No, 4 million. The 80s is our Purim party, but not our Lechadodi song. But you are close. So I give you, it was written in the 16th century. And it was written in a city called Tzfat in Israel by by a rabbi whose name was
Shlomo
Alkavetz. You're right. Now, this rabbi Shlomo Alkavetz wrote, and you know what? It's an acronym. Shamor Besachor. Each of the verses start with one of the first letters of his name. And communities all over the world created melodies for this poem. One of them was created in an African country called Morocco. We're going to sing a melody for Lechadodi that was written in Africa, in Morocco.
לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשמו לתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
The word Kitoreri means wake up, wake up. And if you feel like standing up, you can do that. And if you can start, if you want, you can start moving your body and even at some point even dancing. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך גילה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. And in this verse we turn toward the door of the synagogue, and you can close your eyes and imagine a bride, a queen, or the praises of a mindful beauty entering our space and filling this space with holiness, with sacredness. בואי ושלום עצרת בני,
גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה.
לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. יאי לי 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 לי, יאי לי 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 לי, יאי לי 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 לי, יאי לי 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 לי.
Go this way, go this way. That way again. You want it on?
Shabbat nekabela. We are right now standing, literally standing at the transition, but you can stand or you can sit if you want to take a break. We are at the transition between Kabbalat Shabbat and Arbitrary Shabbat, two very different sections of our service. And when we are moving into Arbitrary Shabbat, we sing one more song, one more psalm. We grant Shabbat, a wonderful song. It's Morshir Yom HaShabbat, a piece from Psalm 92.
Please join me.
Just one word.
Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Please rise for Barhu. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening
To my prayer, can you hear
my
voice?
Can you
Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Ba'ed. Le'olam Ba'ed. Yalalai lai lai, 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 yalalai lai lai.
You may be seated. Say, blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time, and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night.
night, roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom balayla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom balayla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or.
Baruch ata Adonai Ma'ariv Aravim.
Amen.
Now we take a moment before the Shema. We take a moment to think about a very simple idea. Our tradition teaches us that the only way to experience a sense of unity with our own souls is by perceiving the existence of a deep love. Each of us see or experience that everlasting deep love in different ways. But the only tool we have to, according to our tradition, to achieve unity is by becoming aware of that presence, of that love. So I invite you to close your eyes just for a moment, and to think, what's the meaning of that love for you? For some people it might be a landscape, a very special place. For some people, it might be the memory of a smile of someone that, when we recognize that smile, those eyes, our world feels completely full, completely whole. For some of us, it might be a memory. It might be a song. I invite you to close your eyes and to dig deep and to find what makes you feel deeply loved. It might be more than one thing. And as you recognize that love that is more powerful than any of the noises surrounding us, but sometimes it's difficult for us to reconnect with it. Take it for a moment. Take that love and let that love surround you, embrace you as a talit. Feel its presence. And gradually, with your breath, breathing in slowly and out. Take a moment to embrace not just that love, but also with that love, your own soul. And once again, breathe in and out. Take a deep breath. And become one. Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Now you can open your eyes Let's chant together, Be'ahavta. Be'ahavta.
את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. And as we conclude the blessings for the Shema, we take a moment to think about that love of being loved and we loving, that gives us the power to overcome almost any obstacle in life. We say, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ga'al Israel. And we turn our Sidurim, if you have a Sidur in your hands, to page 160, or to the next page, to our next screen. We pray for our inner peace and for our ability to create peace with others.
Sometimes I lay under the moon and thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for my people to say that we don't want to fight no more, that we no more wars, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu shomrei nu lechayim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu shomrei nu lechayim ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ותגננו בעצה טובה מלפניך. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ועמידנו שומרי נו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ועמידנו שומרי נו לך. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. Blessed are you, Adonai,
Garden of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over your people Israel, and over your holy city, Jerusalem. Amen.
Amen.
We are going to prepare for Tfilat Amidah. We say, Adonai Sfatai Tiftach. God, please open my lips. Help me find the words that I need to say. Help me focus my energies. We have also, for that, some alternative words. Which, please rise. And you can sing this opening song with us, and later on you can continue with Tfilat Amidah in your Siddur. Or alternatively, it doesn't matter how old you are, Nitzan. You can take a moment and try to think for yourself where you want to put your energies. What are the things in which you want to focus?
Open my eyes to truth. Open my hands to give freely. Open my lips to God words, to pure words. Open my heart to love. Open my eyes to truth. Open my hands to give freely. Open my lips to God words, to pure words. Open my heart to love.
You can find Tfilat Amidah between pages 166 and 180. Alternatively, you can take some time for a silent meditation. And as each of us returns from his or her personal prayer, we take a moment to acknowledge there are people among our community that are dealing with illness. If you have a name that you'd like to share in this evening of Shabbat, someone who is dealing with illness in his or her body, his or her spirits, someone dealing with addictions, please do so as I point in your direction. take a moment to intentionally, as community, pray for their well-being and send our energies and our prayers toward them for their prompt recovery. Misheverach, if you are holding a siddur on page 371, otherwise you can follow it in our screen. Wish to all of them refuah shlema v'achlama meira, a complete and a fast recovery. So, if you turn one more, you will see that this is time for a Shabbos story. Who's going to read Shabbos story? Sarah, we need you. We need you here. And we need all those that are looking forward to hearing this story. Sarah, you can sit there. We're gonna give you. Yes, but children at home who are looking forward to hearing your story won't be able to hear you.
Oh, okay.
So you're just speaking to this. And you can sit here if you want.
I'm just going to sit right here.
Look at this. If you want to be a bit higher.
Oh, okay.
So I just want to give you some context. So what's the name of the story you're going to read?
The littlest mountain.
The smallest mountain is easier than littlest.
Okay.
Really, but for me. But again,
The smallest mountain.
So what's the context for that? What Torah portion we are reading this week? Adam?
What Torah portion are we reading?
Yitro. You are completely right. So it's Parashat Yitro. And there are two things that happen in Parashat Yitro. One is actually Yitro, Jethro, who comes to visit his brother, his son-in-law Moshe, and he tells him, Moshe, you are working too much. You got to take a break. You need to have better life, work, balance. You're not going to see your children. This is literally the conversation they have. You cannot have children, you cannot have a family if you work all day. So that's the first conversation of this Torah portion. The second one is the mountain. Who knows the name of that mountain? Who says Sinai? It was you. Eliana. Perfect. He was so right. The other one is Sinai, because the 10 Commandments are given to us in Parashat Yitro, in this Torah portion. So here you go.
Okay. All right. The littlest mountain. Long, long ago, God called all of the mountains together. My friends, God said, since time began, you have watched over the world with me. Some people have been kind and generous with one another, while others have been hateful and cruel. My people cannot seem to live together. The mountains agreed. But what did God want from them? People have always looked up to the heavens, God continued, so I will speak to them from a mountaintop. I will give them the laws to follow so that the world will finally know peace. I know, huh? The mountains cheered at the bridge. They joined a great circle and danced. Then God asked quietly, which mountain should I choose? Instantly, the dance ended. The mountain part shoving, they turned this way and that way, trying to impress God. Of course God will choose me, bragged the beautiful mountain caramel. My seaside slopes are lush and green. My Hebrew name means garden. People fight over my rich land. I am the most important mountain. The other mountains mumbled in protest. For little Mount Sinai, its slopes were far too rocky for anyone to want. No, God will choose me, boasted Mount Hermon. I'm broad and strong. I have 3 peaks. People marvel at my rushing streams and snow-capped summits. In my caves, they build temples to the sun and moon. They like me best. The other mountains grumbled with jealousy, except for little Mount Sinai. Its face was far too plain for anyone to like it best. Majestic Mount Tabor pushed boldly through the crowd. God will choose me. Remember, I kept my head above water during the great flood. I am the mountain closest to heaven. Hi, sweetie. The other mountains rumbled with memories of the flood. Still they argued, except for little Mount Sinai. Its peak was far too low to see the wonders of heavens. Soon the other mountains joined in the boasting. Valuable rocks are mine from my land. My hills are home to the Firecrest battles, the mountain boasted. My meadows are filled with heavenly flowers. Each mountain stepped forward to praise itself. Sure, it deserved the privilege of being chosen. Only Mount Sinai stood back. And what about you, little Sinai? Asked God. Have you nothing to say? No, God, said Sinai. Unlike the others, I'm not a great mountain in any way. Whichever mountain you choose will be the best one. God thought, I don't want to speak from a mountaintop that's boastful and vain. I don't want to speak from a mountaintop that has been used to worship suns and moons. And I don't want to speak from the mightiest peak. My people should know that I'm down among them always. Mount Sinai stepped further back to admire the massive cliffs and peaks of the other mountains. Lost in thought, it wondered which one would be chosen. Come forward, Sinai, God called, and all the other mountains squabbled amongst themselves. Yes, God, said the littlest mountain. I choose you, the humblest mountain, to be the special place where I will speak to my people. For you were silent when all the others were boasting. You were peaceful when the others were fighting, and only you put your trust in me. And so the other mountains returned to their homes, a little less full of themselves, but a good deal wiser about the ways of God. And soon enough, God spoke to the people as promised. The 10 Commandments were given to all from atop the humble Mount Sinai, which one day was very close to heaven indeed. How's that? Okay. Oh, you're welcome.
And maybe this is an important reminder, this story, not just for children, also for adults, that we feel that the most we talk, the more we scream, the more present we are, the most powerful we are. And sometimes, actually, humility allows us to bring and to contain many important things. Please rise as we open the ark for Aleinu Shabbat. I'd like to invite, wait a second, everyone. I want to invite all the children to come, and I want to explain to you something. We're going to go up to the ark. We're going to open our holy ark. We're going to go from that side, know where the candles are, and we're going to go very slowly and very gently and very respectfully. I'd like to invite all the children. If your children are here, you can come with your children. You can accompany your children. We encourage you to accompany your children. Please accompany your children. Now you can open the ark for Aleinu Leshaveach. There is a curtain that should be open. Perfect. And all our Torahs as a reminder to live a life with values, with important ideas, with inspiration.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כחיי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כלם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
שאורות השמיים ביוסר הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום להשבות
אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת עינון. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
May you close the ark, the parochet, just the curtain, and you may be seated. We take a moment to acknowledge mourners among our community. If you are doing the first 7 days of mourning, please rise. If you are doing the first 30 days of mourning, Shloshim, please rise. Faith, you are remembering Harry, your husband. And Melissa, you are standing with Faith. If you are during the cycle, I would like to ask you to be very silent right now. We want to make sure that every person in the community that wants to share the name of a dear one that he or she is missing is heard, so we can support each other. And we are all part of the community, children and adults. So all of us right now, we are intentional about listening to each other, okay? If you're doing the cycle of the first year of mourning, please rise and share with us who you're remembering. Yeah. Thank you. If you have a yortzeit this week, please rise and share with us who you're remembering. So. Thank you. Am I missing anyone? Now you can support our fellows by standing or sitting and join us for Mourners Kaddish. But before, I want to remind all those that have died in the worst epidemic that is hitting Orange County. 23 people died in the streets of Orange County last month in January. Adrian Cisneros, Jeffrey Emerson, Charles Black, Eligio Flores, James Fulgum, Laffy Burgess, Jesus Espinosa, Arthur Romero, Kenneth Clark, Rachel Squire, Faith Rosales, Isidoro Aparicio, Michael Pochka, Morgan Brombal, Colin Willis, Marge Reddick, Donnie Van Wy, Mark Montanes, Alberto Alcauter Perez, Malik Schwayat, Michael Cernak, Vidal Reyes, Jacob Salomon. Oh yes, please join us for Mourners Kaddish on page 598 or in the screen. יתגדל ויתקדש שם רבה.
אמן.
בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל. בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירם בעלמה, באמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה. בחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, באמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל יושבי תבל, באמרו אמן. May the memories of our dear ones be a blessing. יהא זכרם ברוך. And may the memory of the homeless people help us to engage in the activism that we need right now and the call that we need to answer in this time of emergency and in this time of moral crisis. Let us say amen. Amen. You may be seated. A time to dance. So in a sharp shift, we take a moment to acknowledge people among our community having simchas. So if you have an anniversary, do you have an anniversary? Please rise if you have an anniversary this month, in the month of February. If you have a birthday in the month of February, please rise. If you have a simcha that has to be shared in the community also during the month of February, please rise. Yeah, you can, come on. You have bar mitzvah. So it's happening tomorrow. So here you go. You need to say, my name is?
Oh, my name is Mark Silverstein, and my birthday is on Sunday, February 16th.
And you want to share how old you will be?
69.
69. Thank you very much. You want to say what's happening to you?
Sure. Hello, my name is Adam Najapina. My birthday is February 6th, and tomorrow's my bar mitzvah.
Tomorrow you are coming up to the Torah.
And he's my son.
He's your son. So 13 years ago you became a mom.
Yes.
You have it, and no, you are also the father. Like you say, same thing, same status.
Yeah.
You became a dad. Who else standing? Zach. You want to say your name?
Hi, my name's Zachary Richter. On February 27th, I'll be turning 16.
Congratulations. We pray for time to go slowly, Zach. We need you working in the sound with us for many years. We really need you.
My name is Mike Bell, and February 27th is a great day. I'll be 64.
Mazal tov, congratulations.
My name is Michael Fisher, and on February 27th, I will be a lot older than I am now.
My name is Liel Vivas, and on February 24th, we will be celebrating our 10th anniversary.
Woo!
Mazal tov, congratulations. Who am I missing? Oh, the two of you.
February 24.
What do you want to say?
My birthday's in
On
February
24th.
24.
And what's your name?
Noah.
Thank you very much, Noah. Your mom is not done. She wants you to talk a little bit more.
5.
5. You're going to be 5.
My birthday is on the 22nd, and my name is Xander.
How-
4.
4.
No, 5.
5. Time is going to be 5. So, all those that were standing, please keep standing. And all those that are around those that were standing, please rise you too. And we celebrate time in our tradition. We say, שהחיינו וקימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. We feel blessed to celebrate time together. We say, ברוך אתה, אדוני אלוהינו, מלך העולם. שהחיינו וקימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה, אדוני אלוהינו, מלך העולם. שהחיינו וקימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Mazal tov, everyone. We want to invite all the children, basically everyone, to get closer to us. I haven't finished. I want to invite all the children to get closer to us. All the children and parents, and maybe those that are not parents or those that don't have children. We're going to do... No, one less. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו.
ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו,
זיכרון למעשה וראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. We invite parents to stand with their children. בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת, עם כל העמים, ושבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון, הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. לחיים. Now, I want to ask you again to get closer. We conclude our Shabbat service taking a moment to acknowledge all creation. We acknowledge our creations. Haverim Yekarim, I'm struggling, I'm fighting against your voices. I ask everyone, all the adults and all the children, this is actually a good example of the meaning of Shabbat. It's actually a great example of the entire meaning of Shabbat in this specific moment. Life can go by, and we can
Thank you. I already have one.
be a part of the tragedy of not noticing that. We can ignore time, we can ignore each other. The idea of Shabbat is actually to be mindful. It's to be mindful of our own existence and the existences that we have been partners in bringing to this world. As God took a moment to recognize His creation, we, divine creatures, we also take a moment to recognize ourselves being created. And we reconnect with the blessings of our parents and those who loved us deeply. And we carry blessings for those that who we love deeply. I'd like to ask 4 adults to help me to open this talit, and I'd like to invite all the children to come under the talit. We are not playing with the talit. We are not playing with the talit. Maya, we are not playing with the talit. And I ask parents to remain with their children right now, to be with their children, and to learn in this moment how we create blessings and how we become blessings. And for all of you, all those that are standing outside, come get closer. Come get closer. I know it's hard, but you can walk these few steps. And as you get closer, make sure that you are connecting with each other. You can look at each other, you can hold hands, you can embrace each other. Well, again, if your children are not next to you, so they are in the wrong place. All the children are here need to be next to their parents. And if your children are not in this space, you can close your eyes for a moment and think about your children, about your partners, and those that you love. And we say, as we carry blessings and we receive blessings from the old tradition of the house of Israel, we say, Yasimchem Elohim Kefraim Bekem Menashe, may God inspire you to be like the fathers of Israel. Yasimchem Elohim Kesara Rivka, Rachel Belea, we tell to our girls, may God inspire you to be like the mothers of Israel, to be women of valor. And we say to all of them, Yavarechechem Adonai beish merechem, may God bless you and protect you. Adonai panav elechem bichunechem, may God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you. Adonai panav elechem, ve'asim lachem shalom. May God's presence be within you always. And may God bless you with wholeness, with peace. May God bless all of us with wholeness and peace. Shabbat shalom umevorach everyone. Adonai os lamo iten. Adonai yevarech et amo b'shalom. Shabbat shalom everyone. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us.
Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkiveinu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkiveinu, Leshalom.